Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Still 1.2 version, however, I am now in the process of stockpiling a couple of 1.2 episodes, just so that when I am doing some off-screen progression in version 1.4, you will not be without any Clash of Kings content for maybe 2 weeks or so, not too sure, so I'll make around 4 episodes, perhaps, and yes, this is the first episode of that particular stockpiling. So, as you see here, we have, I do believe, the Westerlands being eliminated for a second time. And as you see here, we have travelled all the way from Grassy Vale, and we are heading to none other than Storm's End. We are, of course, going to do battle with whoever is stationed there. And just to mention, one of the Vale's vassals was actually taken prisoner by one of our vassals, one of House Reformia's vassals, which is actually very strange, because usually, I don't want to say usually our vassals get defeated, but sometimes it usually does happen that way, quite often actually, so it was a rather pleasant surprise to see that message pop up, and I am very happy about that. So, without further ado, let us once again retake Storm's End, and that was incredibly quick ladder built, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. So let's head in, lead our soldiers in an assault, and they have 181 units here. Now, I do believe I have forgotten slightly what Storm's End's layout is like, so we're going to be reacquainted with it very, very soon indeed. That is for sure. So let's get our archers out the front here. I don't believe we really want to worry about them too much, do we? So, I think that will be fine. And then we'll also put our infantry and cavalry at the front here as well. I know, very strange maneuvers from us here, but what I would like to do is actually get up there myself, which is, well, quite a rare sight, I have to admit. Usually, our infantry and cavalry units, they do like to beat us to the punch, as it were, and in doing so, they slightly remove some of the fun that we could potentially have. So I am going to be getting over here first, and then we will tell our units to charge in. I think now is a pretty reasonable idea, and we'll get our archers a little bit closer as well. I think that they're a little bit too far back. So yes, let's get on the ladder around about now. Yes, there we are. Very nice indeed. Thank you very much for allowing your king, indeed, yes, your king, to get on the ladder. Thank you very much, Forest Bandit. How dare you? But we are going to be getting up there and hopefully dealing some pretty considerable damage, because usually we do not get the chance. But it would be very nice if we had the chance this time around. So, wow, this is actually a pretty good layout in terms of the archers, the enemy archers, not being able to get any side attacks on us. As you can see here, no archers to the left, no archers to the right. So, I'm actually really surprised by that. It appears that maybe, yes, I remember this layout now. Yes, there are going to be very many archery opportunities, shall we say. I am not going to be too pleased about this. Well, never mind. Let's do it. Let's try to take these guys out as best we can. And, oh yes, the first kill of the siege for King Elias, with the Dark Sister by his side, of course. Now, unfortunately, it appears that I will have to do a couple of thrusts, indeed, to get by here. I'm not a big fan of the thrust at the moment. Not in this very, very tightly packed siege, that is for sure. So let's try and take out some of these archers here first. I don't believe they will put up too much of a fight. And then we will be able to very easily flank the infantry without worrying about being killed by some of their focus. Oh, that was close. Nice block from us there. Thankfully enough, our shield is rather sturdy, so it should be able to stay alive rather well. And there we have it. All of the archers have been taken out. Oh, it's this one. Oh yes, I remember this particular layout. It's the one where all of our units got stuck behind that wall over there. Oh, okay. Well, let's hope that that does not occur again. If it does, I think we'll have quite a few issues, actually, because, we don't really have a solution for it at this time. And, oh no, this is the Lord himself, is it not? Oh no. Come on, take him out. Oh no, it's just a heavy Stormlands Knight. Well, I say just a heavy Stormlands Knight, but they are rather powerful, I have to admit, so I was a little bit worried to say the least. Oh my. Okay, go on. Let us slice through their lines. And we will hopefully cut a path for our units to get in. Yes, there we go. They're coming in. Wonderful. Exactly how we wanted it to work. Now, I am wanting to get down there as quickly as we can, so yes, my going over there to those archers probably was not the best idea. However, one of our forest bandits did just get taken out by this guy here, but then Garrett, who is down there, was able to achieve revenge for his fallen comrade. And I say comrade, but yes, the forest bandits have only just joined us for about 5 minutes, so I'm not entirely sure how much of a bond they would have formed over 5 minutes, but who knows? For in-game characters, I would say that every day is about a minute or 2 minutes long, so yes, do bear that in mind. Maybe they've known each other for a week and really hit it off, who knows? But nevertheless, I know one thing. We are going to be jumping and thrusting and slashing as best as we can. Oh, do bear in mind that there is a wall here. I am walking into it as we speak, and that means I don't have to worry about falling off, which is excellent. So now we can just squeeze on by here and hopefully get a couple more fights before the end of this siege, because as you see, we have already taken out 98. Wow, 98 units already, and they only have 181 total, so we should very easily be able to take them out as long as we can rid their defenses of these units on the battlements, and then we will be able to push forward and make our presence known. Yes, I believe that is a quote from something, but I cannot place it, so if you know, let me know in the comments, because I would like to know. I'm trying to think now. Push forward and make your presence known. Where is that from? Wow, not sure where I picked that up from, but yes, it is a quote from somewhere, that's for sure. I know that. Oh my. Well, never mind. Our units seem to be doing an excellent job, and I don't know whether I even need to worry about squeezing in here, because as you can see, there are just so many units here, it would be almost impossible. So I think once we get most of our cavalry and infantry units up here, which are, oh, almost done. They're almost up here. Hopefully they can... Oh no. Oh no. Please don't get stuck. Please do not get stuck, Mounted Sergeant. Oh, we need your assistance, as you can plainly see. Forest bandits and knights alongside each other, falling to the Stormlands archers. Wow, okay. I was not expecting that, that's for sure. Okay, so are they moving? Are they not moving? I cannot say, but I think we should be able to win this with just these units. So I'm going to tell our archers to come up here and hold position, but yes, I don't know whether that's really going to work, considering those fellows are blocking us. So what I'll need to do is, as long as I can get by here, which is going to happen in just a couple of seconds, thank you very much, we can now tell our infantry to follow us, tell our cavalry to follow us, and hopefully they will take a good cue from that, and they will decide that it's a good idea to stop blocking our archers' way. And then we'll be able to get in here and deal some real damage. Let's do it. Oh yes, there we go. And nice parry right there. Save our Mounted Sergeant from any further damage. There we are. Cut him down. How dare you? How dare you go against King Elias? We are almost the king of half the known world, or at least I would hope that we are. I do have to look at the map, I think, because I do believe we own half of Essos? Do we not own half of Essos? I think we do. But other than that, I believe we also own, I would say, a good portion of central Westeros as well. So maybe, just maybe, we are in contention for rulership of all. And that would be rather excellent, I have to admit. So let's see. Let us charge our units now, charge our cavalry, and charge our infantry, and hopefully that will be enough to take care of these last stragglers here. And I do believe it is. Yes, very nice indeed. We have some Northern Sergeants coming in here now as well, and King Elias will finish off the last couple of units there as well. And wait a minute, what's going on here? Wait a minute. There's an enemy? Oh, there's an enemy. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but our units are deciding that they want to let these fellows live for whatever reason. So let's take them out. as quickly as we can, and there we go. Victory has been attained once again. Storm's End is now ours, and we will be giving it... Oh, okay, we appear to have freed this guy. And it appears that he's actually a House Targaryen vassal. Well, that is rather peculiar. Usually the Targaryens hate whenever we release prisoners, but this time around, it was one of their own, so... Yeah, they gave us 2 relation. Not too bad. Not great, but I would have appreciated a little bit more. But there we have it. What can you do? So let's let our companions loot that. And now, what do we want to do here? Because as we know from the previous episode, we do have a problem with Fenna. As you can see, she is suspicious of us, which is not great, I have to admit. So I'm thinking, should we give this to her? Because I have not had time to head back to Pike to give her the marshalship, and that would of course help her with relation as well, but not that much. I believe it would probably give her about 5 at most, and she's -7, so I think I am actually going to give this to her. It is a town, and it would mean that maybe we have another vassal down here to assist us, because I'm pretty sure that she has garrisoned as many units as she can potentially garrison in her defenses in the north. So I'm hoping that no Vale vassal will decide, oh yes, I think it would be a good idea to head up to the north and siege Fenner's fiefs. Yeah, that would be terrible, wouldn't it? That would be absolutely awful. So let's do it. I know it might be a mistake, but... who knows, we might be restarting anyway in 1.4, and by might, I do believe it is just a matter of time. So yes, there we have it. 13 relations she has with us now, which is excellent, and I will not be splitting the dinars, not too much there. And yes, Fenner is now the leader of that. So, now where do we want to go? I do believe Evenfall Hall would be a very good target. However, it is going to have a lot of units there, and it may indeed turn out to be a little too costly for us, but who knows? Now, yes, I do believe one of you did state in the comments that Sir Felton Flowers was the fellow that we were training to become an archer. So we are going to be leveling his... what? I think his intelligence could use some levels, because then we can get 2 skill points, we can level up his power draw twice, and I think that would probably be a really good idea. So let's go for that, and let's get him some archery here. And we can also give him this now. Yes, excellent. And we do not have any arrows, which is absolutely terrible. I have no idea why we have no arrows, but we are at a town, I do believe. Is this a town? Ah, unfortunately it is not any further, because I do believe in one of the previous versions this was a town, but no longer, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But yes, unfortunately enough, we will not be able to purchase arrows here. I think Weeping Tower is now the town of the Stormlands, among others, but that is the one that comes to mind. I would need to head all the way over to Lannisport, or King's Landing. I could probably head over to King's Landing. That might yield some results. Should we do that? I'm actually not too sure whether we should do that at the moment, because we do have, well, a lot of companions, and I think we could just rest here for some time. We don't have a lot of food, which is unfortunate. And, oh no! How dare you, Balakwo! Balakwo was taken prisoner by the Stormlands. He was our very first vassal, and I think we are probably going to have to rescue him, are we not? So, let us try to find him, and where he is captured. Maybe Evenfall Hall. That would be amazing if he is actually there. If he is not, then so be it, but I suppose it would be a good idea to take it anyway. We are going to be constructing ladders incredibly fast, after all. And what is this? Free the peasant. Thank you very much. Okay, so he's not here, but we do have 24 forest bandits, and we'll be able to take this very easily indeed. And as a result of that, we will have the entirety of the northern Stormlands area under our control. And then we'll be able to head down, maybe to, I was going to say Mistwood, but I'm not too sure about that, because it is very, very close to Weeping Tower, and that would be quite the center of attention. I don't think they would want enemies being so close to them. So after Evenfall, we will head on to Stonehelm, I think. We'll take a look at how many they have there. So let's head in, without further ado, and we will build in 1 hour, and we will lead our soldiers in an assault once again. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the easier layouts, and I'm hoping that I am correct in remembering that fact. Otherwise, this is going to end up to be rather painful, because I am just going to be letting all of our units charge in, and we will see how well they do. Luckily, we do have a very wide entranceway here, so we can do this, and hopefully succeed as well. Come on, fire your bows! Oh no, they do have flanking archers here this time, but we are seeming to cut a very wide path for us as well, which is excellent. So we are going to be getting in here and hopefully getting some blood. Well, yes. Shall we be that barbaric? Maybe. Maybe we shall. So let's head in. Let's try to get those archers. Come on, Carver, stay alive, please. We need you to get as much experience as possible, because I do believe it would be a rather nice idea to make him a vassal at some point, but yes, as I say that, I do realize that we are going to be restarting, I suppose, in 1.4, so yes. I am going to be taking quite a few fiefs, but I would like to ask you, should I complete all of the quests, or should I do the quests with you? Because I would like to do the Harran Hall quest with you, that is for sure. I think that would be a really nice idea, and for some reason I'm getting absolutely bombarded for 39 damage. That is actually something that I'm not too pleased about, that's for sure. But yes, I would like to do the Harran Hall quest, that is for sure. So as soon as I am ready to do that, I think we'll probably try it, because I do believe that we need the Westerlands to have Harran Hall under their control. And I'm pretty sure at the start of the game, or at least hopefully midway, they'll still have it, because we won't have not destroyed them just yet. Oh, and wow. Okay, apparently forest bandits are pretty effective, but unfortunately not effective enough to prevent 39 damage being done to us. But there it is. Wow, that was actually a very, very easy fight. And Evenfall Hall is now ours once again. So yes, back to my original question. Would you like us to participate in the quests together? Because I do believe that maybe the new versions, they might have some additional quests as well that I do not necessarily know about. And I think the ones, in terms of quests, I think the ones that have, well, for example, the one from the Bravosi, I do believe they could probably be, well, skipped, shall we say, because I think that is quite self-explanatory. There's really not much lore to it, unlike the one where you meet Daenerys, of course. So as you can see down here, to take Valantis, that quest could probably be skipped, but the one for Harran Hall, I do believe, actually gives us a very nice sword, or was it a mace? I believe it was a mace, actually, so I think that would actually be a really good idea if we were to do that. Unfortunately, it appears that the Riverlands have control of that, but obviously in the new game, we will have the Westerlands back to full strength, which is utterly cringeworthy right there, to have Tywin back to full strength, but so be it. And now let's just level up a couple of units on the way here as well. I don't believe anyone else. No, thank you. So Stonehelm it is. This is a total sieging spree right here. And, oh, what is going on here? You stumble over a group of beggars that are being attacked by a group of bandits. Rush to the aid of the beggars. Here we are. The bandits run away when you approach. Of course they do. Who would want to fight King Elias? Oh, yes. Okay, so, let's see. Forest bandits? No, I don't really want to do anything with them. But we are now out of food, so we are going to start losing quite a lot of morale, but we do have excellent morale at the moment, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to take Stonehelm before any such morale difficulties occur.